Hey, Jamison, Case said you had to come out at the end of practice there with some tightness. What was going on, and how do you feel?
I just had a little tightness in my lower leg, and nothing severe. Just I want to be precaution, take precaution, and just get some treatment and stuff. But I'll be good.
Jamison, has this been just kind of a weird camp as far as injuries? I mean, your position group in particular, you've been hit hard. What have you seen this summer? Has it been different from other years?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been different. I think a lot of that, just because of the COVID stuff. I feel like, I did as much as I could this off season to try to get as ready and prepared as I could with what resources I had. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of guys, across the league, everybody was in the same, predicament. So it's definitely been different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we kind of got hit with a little injury bug in the room, but I think everybody will be okay. A lot of guys I think are kind of turning the corner and on the verge of bouncing back, so I think we'll be fine.
Jamison, during the height of the quarantine and the pandemic, like how were you able to work out at home? Did you create your own gym or go to a gym, or how did you get by?
Yeah, no, that's actually what I did. So, my usual spot where I trained at was shut down. So, close to where I lived at down in North Carolina, there was like a warehouse where they would, sell used and also new, weight equipment. So I was able to go pick up a few things, a rack, barbell, dumbbell, everything, weights, and basically just set it up in my garage. So I basically had my own gym in my garage. So that's how I was able to work out. And as far as running, I just went to a field around the corner from where I lived at, out in the Raleigh area, and just went out there and ran and, just did whatever kind of drills and things like that I could to, just try to stay in shape as much as possible.
Ready do you think this offense is, Jamison, for the regular seasons in 12 days or whatever it is?
Can you repeat that first part?
How ready do you feel like this offense is with the regular season coming, in about a week and a half?
I don't feel like we're far off. I mean, I think some things, obviously, situations that we can be better at and continue to work on. But I mean, I think for the most part, a lot of the guys are getting the things down, getting the offense down, and just trying to go out there and do our parts and play our roles. But I don't think we're far off.
Do you think there's enough time for a rookie like Denzel Mims to, if he comes back to practice this week, is a week or so of practice enough to get him ready for a regular season opener?
I mean, it can be a challenge. I mean, I don't have that question. I think that Denzel's been doing, a lot as far as getting mental reps as of right now. So, we all encourage him and tell him to make sure he stays in the playbook to know, what's going on. Like I said, obviously he hasn't been able to go out there and get the reps on the field, so that's a challenge I think for anybody. But I think that he's done a good job of getting the mental reps and stuff, and we'll have to see when he's able to get back and just see how he gets into the rhythm.
Jamison, you've been around Sam for a little over a year now. What would you say is the biggest difference between this year's Sam and last year's Sam?
I think right now at this point, I would say the confidence level. I think last year, for not only him, but I think for a lot of guys, just coming in and obviously with a new system and everything, it kind of created a little bit of, you get a little timid and just kind of uncertainty. But I think this year that his confidence level is up. I think that he's comfortable with the offense, calling the plays and knowing what to look for as far as the coverage and stuff. So I think that's the thing that I've noticed this year.
How much more comfortable are you, Jamison, in year two of the system and knowing what's expected of you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel a lot more. I feel comfortable as well. Obviously still learning it. It's a lot, in the system, a lot of volume, but I'm still learning it. But I feel comfortable and confident that I know what I'm doing out there, and I can, help some of those younger guys out, that may need the help or whomever. So I feel comfortable right now where I'm at, but I'm still trying to learn as well.
What have been some of the more difficult parts of learning the playbook for you?
I just think I'll say more so last year. It was being in the system in Washington for 4 years, and then coming to a different system where some of the things, some of the coaching points, some of the details were a little different. Compared to what I was running in Washington. It may be the same concept, but just the details of it may be different from what was taught in Washington. So just trying to reprogram my brain to, do something totally different as opposed to what I was doing 4 years. I think that's been the challenge. And, sometimes it's still a challenge. I still not necessarily refer back to watching offense, but just, some of the things that was kind of ingrained in me as a young player coming into the league, I still kind of tend to do those things, and it's not really, a part of the system here. So that's one of the challenges. But I think, like I said, I feel like I'm, really confident. I feel real good about, where I'm at as far as, knowing the offense where I'm at right now. So, like I said, I'm just trying to move forward and continue to learn, but I feel like I'm in a good place right now.
Jamison, with Le'Veon, what do you think he brings to the table as a pass catcher, and how do you think he can help you guys in the receiving game?
He just brings that, that versatility. It's tough when you have a guy that's not just one dimensional, and a guy of his caliber, he can be a game breaker. You can get him out there in space against linebackers. He can catch and make plays just as well as a receiver. And then also, you can have the ball, and he can do his thing in the backfield, obviously. So he's definitely going to be, a guy that opens it up for all of us. I know. A few weeks ago, I mentioned, Chris Herndon, but Le'Veon is that guy. He's going to be the man, the guy that's going to make the plays for us, whether it's in the backfield or pass catching. So, if he can really get into the groove and play how everybody know he can, and he's really going to be the guy the defense going to tune in on. That's going to open it up for tight ends, receivers, and whomever else.
Any more for Jamison? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jamison.
Yep.